This is Sports Chat with Nat.
Well, hello. Welcome to Sports Chat with Nat Weekly. This sip and chat again. All right, so I'm Nat. Master T is coming in a minute. I'm going to do WNBA before she comes. Hold on. Let me see something. All right, so listen, there was a lot of replay watchers. Thank you. Replay watchers. Thank you. Replay watchers. Thank you. All right, so listen. What is this? That's minutes. Assists. Turnover to turnover. Hold on. Rebound percent. Wait a minute. Anyway, a lot of chitter chatter, of course. Always chitter chatter about WNBA and Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Always chitter chatter. But the last thing, one of the things that I noticed, a lot of chitter chatter, they were upset that Caitlin was not ranked higher as a guard. They want, she's the number one guard. She's the best player. She's the number one guard. She's the best. No, she's the most popular. She's not the best. So, listen, I was going to print it out, but I needed to see it and write it so it would stick in my brain. So I went through, this is just shooting percentage. I just wanted to see for myself, before I say another word, if she was in fact the best guard. I said she wasn't. I said she wasn't before I looked at her stat. So this is just shooting percentage. I have 5 foot or less, which is like a layup. 5 to 9 feet, which is the little jumper right in the lane, right in the middle, right in front of the basket. 15 to 19, that's right about the free throw line. And 25, that's a 3. Okay? That's a 3. 25 and above is a 3. All right, so I looked it up. So I wanted to see, where does Caitlin fall in the mix? Let me tell you where she falls. The highest percentage in the guards now, I'm not talking other people. I'm just talking the guard position. Because what a lot of you seem to not understand is a guard, especially a shooting guard or point guard, which is what Caitlin is supposed to be. Hold on, I'm trying to get this thing on do not disturb, but they want to act up. What you don't understand is the guard has the ball. They're either passing the ball or shooting the ball. That's why it's a shooting guard or a point guard. Pointing, they're putting the ball where it needs to go. They are leading the players. That's what they do. That's what the point guard is. Okay. So anyway, the center is the big one in the middle. Okay. All right. Back in the day in NBA, Shaq, all the big dudes, that's the center. Okay. And the forwards is they call them sometimes power forward. Those are the ones right there under the basket, backing it up. And they get the ball and they backing it up. Those are the forwards. Okay. Well, Caitlin is a guard. All right. Oh, there go Master T. So anyway, Caitlin is a guard. So on the layup one, the highest percentage that I saw was 67.9, and that was James. That's Azia James. That's the rookie. All right. Now after that, Sykes was 61. Vandersloot 61.9. McDonald, she's on fever. She 59.3. Kelsey Mitchell, 63.8. Katie McBride, 64.7. Chelsea Gray, 53.8. Dewana Barner, 58.1.
Are we talking about the All-Star weekend last weekend?
Everybody was saying that we being racial, we being prejudiced because Caitlin Clark is the best player in the WNBA. Then they mad because she want the best guard. The players voted her like number 9 in the guards, and they was like, "Oh no, she the best." They just mad because she ain't black and she ain't gay. She white, and they mad because she white. Okay, let's look at it. I just gave you all them stats, right?
Well, while you continue doing it, I almost sip my tea for that reason.
Yeah, so all of them stats I just gave you. Caitlin 51.2. That's layups. We ain't got to the other distances yet, guys. And she's wait a minute. Let me see how many above her. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 guards got a better shooting percentage 5 feet or less, which is the layup. I just explained that. Okay, 5 to 9 feet. Now, that's that little jumper. That's that short jumper. Now, the highest is 66.7. Now, I will admit, in this category, she's at 50. She's 50%. The next highest is 46.2, which is McBride. Now, 15 to 9%. 15 to 19 feet. We got 100%, 66, 66, 56.8. And on that one, Caitlin is 56.3. All right, that's not bad. But now, Caitlin's supposed to be the best three-point shooter there is, right? All right, let's look at it. Let's look at it. We got 39.1, that's 9. 38.3, Chelsea Gray. 31.6, James Hartley. 31.3, Sykes. 36.4, C. Williams, Courtney Williams. 43.3. Cam, I messed that name up. 47.4. Wheeler, Erica Wheeler, 36.6. McBride, 40.8. Kelsey Mitchell, her teammate, 32.8. Kelsey Plum, the lady that she passed for best record NCAA, 35.7. And Caitlin Clark, 29. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guards that shoot from 3-point distance better than Caitlin. So why is y'all thinking that we is prejudiced? We don't care if she purple. She is the most popular. She is not the best. That's just the guards. That's just shooting percentage. I ain't even get to the turnovers. So let it go. We wouldn't care if she were purple. She is not the best. She's the most popular, but she's not the best. Okay, moving on.
Well, that also makes sense because also a lot of times the most popular player is not always the best player either. I mean, if we want to go at NFL, there's lots of popular players, and some people would say the best, but they're not. But also, look at our MVP. I know we just switched to football, but look at our MVP.
That's okay.
A lot of people were saying that Josh should have, everybody was like, stats-wise, Lamar. But Josh is more popular than Lamar. That doesn't make him, mind you, people, because I know y'all going to sit there and say, he's black, blah, blah, blah. No, I do like Josh, okay? We already said it. I'll be having him on my fantasy football team. He'll be giving me points. But I'm just saying in general, a lot of times, your most popular player sometimes is not your best player. And that's okay. Because
it's okay.
It's okay because guess what? That most popular player gets more is the face of the team and it helps people get in. Because look at this. First off, until Caitlin came and had all this stuff, nobody was even talking about the WNBA. So
we thank you, Caitlin. I've been saying it. Thank you. But let's just be honest.
One person to do it. So let's not get mad at the fact of somebody saying like, oh, when it comes to her that people are being racist or all that other stuff because of that. Let's call a spade, bruh. Like, she's the most popular player. She's gonna get a lot more slack because of that too, because she's the face. Now she's technically not only the most popular player of the Indiana Fever, but she's also like the face of the WNBA. So she's going to get all this criticism and all that other stuff. So
Right.
and she takes it, and honestly, from what I've been seeing, like when different things move it seems like she takes it very well. Like, she don't really have any. Okay, well, never mind. Let me stop lying. Like, I actually watched this stuff. I saw them last weekend. That was also a thing too. Didn't even realize that WNBA had an all-star game. Didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that, because remember, basketball isn't my thing, and second of all, the only NBA I know is pretty much when they have NBA All-Star Weekend. So I did not even know that the WNBA had one, let alone it was on prime television on Saturday night. All of a sudden, I come in and I'm like, wait a minute, WNBA All-Star Game? Didn't even know. Then Glorilla's performing. That's also what really kind of made me be like, oh. So, hey, props up to Caitlyn for being the face, quote unquote, for it. Because I want to say this, because without her being the face and stuff like that, nobody would be talking about it. Nobody. WNBA All-Star Weekend would have definitely not been on ABC, because it was definitely.
And it wouldn't have been in Indiana. It wouldn't have been in Indiana.
Who knows where it would have been at? I don't even know what they used to have it. Did they yeah, because nobody ever really knew about it. And also,
I went to the one in DC some years ago. I went in DC.
See, and it wasn't televised. I mean, it probably was, but
it was, but I don't think
not on ABC. Probably on like ESPN2,
maybe
ESPN Network, whatever. The fact of the matter is, hey, we got a woman who's over there, and also with her, we can say, hey, now women are getting paid a little bit more in WNBA, because we already know they didn't get paid that much. So, hey, keep scrutinizing, because I'm pretty sure they probably like, keep on scrutinizing us, because guess what? They get paid more.
All right, so now I just pulled up another stat. This is, I've never seen this one. I went to some advanced rating rankings and stats, and it gives you the offensive rating of the players. And I'm like, whoa, okay, this is interesting. I'm going to do this for the next time. Caitlyn is 127, ranked 127. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, so now let me go to the standings. Now, the Fever beat somebody the other night. They beat the Aces. Let me tell you something. Them Aces. I don't know what's going on in Vegas. And Asia Wilson has been the MVP like 3 times. But she will not win it this year, and her team will not win the championship. Her team, I don't know what's going on over there. They just look beat down. They look, listen, but the Fever look good. I ain't gonna lie. Without Caitlyn, they look, I hate to say it, they just play such good defense. They beat them the other night, and I don't know why my phone is acting crazy, taking forever to open up the app. But Minnesota is still leading in the rankings. The Liberty is still second, and I can't tell you who third right off. I think it's Phoenix then jumped up there. Here we go. I think, yeah, here we go. I've been waiting. I was going to say something. Let me finish them right quick. I'm so glad I said something last week about this next topic. I'm so glad I said something last week. Okay, wait a minute. All right, yeah, I was right. Minnesota 1, New York 2, Phoenix is 3, Seattle is 4 now, Atlanta is 5, Indiana has jumped up to 6, and they just beat the Aces, like I just said, duh, and they are now in 6th place. The Aces are next, and the Mystic is next. The Fever look really good the other night against the Aces. When I tell you, they really look like they play team ball. And I'm starting to wonder, is Caitlin really hurt? Or is Caitlin just, what's really going on? Because Caitlin is still I didn't see her on the floor the other day. I may have missed something. But I ain't see her. All right. Let me see what else I want to tell you right quick. Nafisa Collier is still leading in scoring. Asia still number 2. Kelsey Plum number 3. Kelsey Mitchell number 4. And Brianna Stewart tied with her at number 4. The Liberty look like they're trying to get ready to defend their title. They were looking a little shaky. They started off undefeated and people have been beating them. But the Lynx, the Minnesota Lynx, I thought they were going to win last year. They look like they're destined to win this year. That Caitlin is moving up in the assists. She's number 2 in assists. Alicia Thomas is number 1 from Phoenix. Courtney Williams, Minnesota, number 3. Natasha Cloud, number 4. And Kelsey Plum, number 5. Then them 3-pointers. Howard from Atlanta, McBride from Minnesota, Plum and McBride are tied at 2.6. Sabrina Ionescu, the winner of the 3-point, and Alicia Gray, the champion that just lost, they are tied at 2.5. Angel Reese, y'all can say what y'all want. Talk all the trash you want. She leads all WNBA players in rebound, 12.5. She's the only WNBA player averaging double-digit rebounds every game.
Okay.
Yeah. Asia Wilson's number 2. Stevens from LA, number 3. Kiki Efferin from Washington, the rookie that took over when Juju Watkins went down at USC. She's number 4. And Hambry from the Sparks is number 5. So that's it, WNBA. They wore their little t-shirts, pay us what you owe us. They really fight.
I saw that. That was cute. I like that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because they're making so much more money. Like you said, Caitlin is so popular. Her jerseys are sold out. Her rookie card is this. All of that money that they bringing in. The tickets that went from $25 to $125,000, $200,000 ringside. I mean, courtside. Come on now. They say, where our money at? The NBA, hold on.
Brianna said,
percentage NBA players get of revenue. The NBA players get 49%, about 50%. WNBA get 9%.
They wrong for that, bruh.
And without the players, you have no league. So what is you doing? What you doing?
But that's why the hoopla that comes with Caitlin also brings attention, and it also helps there. So, hey,
listen.
I'm pretty sure the players, to a certain extent at first, I'm pretty sure amongst each other, they're probably like, you know what, Caitlin, we're glad it's you, not me. And they're probably like, hey, if you want to be our quote unquote sacrificial lamb for this, that's fine, because it's going to keep getting more momentum every year, because somebody else is going to come behind and is going to be a way more popular player than Caitlin, and maybe even better than her. And yes, because all we got to do is keep going up. I know.
Wait a minute. But didn't I just prove there's so many already better?
I know, but they're not as popular as her. But somebody's going to come and they're going to dethrone her to a certain extent, and Caitlin's going to end up being number 2. Almost like, okay, well, just do a Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes. He's way more likable, and he's way better than Tom. Even though they want to make make it seem like he's not. He
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah.
that's gonna happen when it comes to Caitlyn. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like, great. But it's gonna add more fuel to the fire, and maybe and hopefully these women can get paid what they're owed, because this is ridiculous. I understand that it's called WNBA, not NBA. NBA is a
We
male
understand that. We understand that.
WNBA is a women dominated, so it shouldn't be lesser from that. So
now, I will say this: it was so funny. Game 1 last season, when her and Angel came in, game 1, Caitlyn and them was, now year before they was fussing about not being on chartered flights, sleeping in the airports and all of them delays and everything, right? And they said they could not. The Liberty had people gonna pay for their flight, chartered flight. Y'all can't do that. It ain't fair. Everybody can't afford it, so y'all can't do it. Caitlyn, game 1, Caitlyn and the Fever was on a chartered flight. Angel Reese tweeted from their commercial flight. Well, must be nice to be on the chartered flight.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
And what did everybody have after that?
Charter flights.
Chartered flights. Thank you, Caitlyn.
See, that's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you,
She's creating some good things that's happening. Even if people want to talk about all this stuff, like, but at the same time, let them talk when it comes to gameplay. But look at what she's doing to help, like, push the league become better, and make them, and also take accountability and ownership of what's going on.
But stop calling us racist because we say she's not the best. We just said she's not the best. She's the most popular. Stop calling us racist because we say Angel is good. Angel is awesome. Nobody's averaging them kind of rebounds and double-doubles like that girl consecutively, game after game after game after game.
Stats don't lie.
They got NBA players that don't even do double-doubles every game.
Stats don't lie.
They don't lie. Look at the tape. A wise woman told me one time, look at the tape. Look at the tape. Okay, hold it real quick. Wait a minute. You ain't said nothing.
Oh, no, I was definitely going to, but I mean, I couldn't go in there because I was definitely about to be like, you guys, look at this. Miss Nelly come up on here with a fresh finger wave hairstyle and stuff. What audition you getting ready for?
Actually, I'm going to a wedding.
Oh.
I've never gone to a wedding where the attire was formal.
Isn't a wedding attire always?
No, it ain't always formal.
Oh, I've always
you wear a cute dress, but
Oh.
formal is different than semi-formal and business casual and dressy. And most weddings are dressy. You normally wear dressy.
Yeah.
It said formal.
Oh.
So I just wanted to do something different. It's been 9 years. I've been in Atlanta 9 years. I've not had a hairstyle in 9 years. I always just get my hair cut and put the little juice in and keep going. So my head got the itching, and I said, oops, I got to do this.
Yes, you got to, yes.
I got to do this. So okay. I sat in the chair all night last night.
I like it, though. Very nice.
Thank you.
That coming on with a different hair. New hair, who this? That was literally what I was about to say, but she was in the middle, so I couldn't be like, okay, new hair, who this?
Okay, so now listen. Last week, we broke the news on Sports Chat with Nat about, hold on.
What we break? Because we always talking a whole bunch of stuff, so I need to figure out which one was this one.
All right. Remember I said about the guy went to the strip club?
Oh, I know I had a feeling you was going to say that. Mm-hmm. What about it?
Okay, so the feds are probing NFL Players Association actions that may be criminal.
Yeah, because you said over $2,000 is a
felony.
No, isn't it $1,000? And he did it twice.
Every transaction, everything, yeah. So if it's 4,000, it's 4 counts. Dang. All right, so they are includes potential misuse of funds, self-enrichment by union officials. The scope of the federal investigation was outlined in a memo titled Crisis Management. It confirmed by multiple sources who had seen it that the union is now on notice of financial actions that may be criminal and that the union faces immediate threats requiring prompt actions. Okay, executive director, this document was delivered days after executive director Lord Howell Jr. and director of strategy J.C. Treader resigned. And it details the biggest crisis in the union's 68-year history. Ah!
Wow.
Yes. Yet it doesn't specify which individuals might be under criminal investigation. Yeah, right. Howell has not responded to multiple attempts by ESPN to reach him in recent weeks. Oh, so you ain't got nothing to say now. Okay.
My lips are sealed.
Look what they say. Speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil.
Do the opposite of all of them. That's why it's always weird with it.
Okay, so I'm so glad we broke that news last week. I almost didn't say nothing about it because it said strip club. And I said, every headline I don't read, something told me to read that. Now, Howell's 2-year tenure at the NFL Players Association was marked by apparent conflicts of interest and a culture of secrecy that came to light in a series of recent ESPN reports.
Well,
he struck a confidential agreement with the league to keep details of the ruling from the NFL Players Association, Executive Committee, and Players Reps confidential. Okay. Moving on.
Are we still on NFL news? Since we're talking about scandalous NFL stuff, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys heard, and if you haven't, well, we're going to break it to you now. Over 100 players are being investigated because they decided they wanted to sell their Super Bowl tickets higher than face value. Come on, guys. Y'all can't. Look, y'all supposed to be, as a player, you get these tickets for pretty much free, which they're pretty much saying, like,
yes,
especially if you play in it. Now, I have heard some people say that. Now, I have heard in the past there are players who they get tickets, but like the premium seats that they want for family members and stuff, they do have to pay for, but they do get seats to the game. Yes. So they wanted to sell over 100 plus and at least one person on all 32 teams, apparently. Now, they didn't release the names, but you said it is over 100 players with it. And they said, let me go back to the article as I was reading it. Yes. They were talking about that there's two things that can happen for it. Where's my thing? NFL. They said they have the option. Okay, under an agreement between the league and the NFL Players Association, players who violated the rule will be fined 1.5 times the face value and lose their allotted tickets to the next 2 Super Bowls. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of a slap on the wrist. And they said if they are playing in the game, the players will have a chance to purchase seats. Those who decline the punishment could be suspended by Commissioner Roger Goodell. That's why I'm like, seriously, take the slap on the wrist for that whole thing. Like, seriously, so you got to pay 1.5 times, which you probably already make that in, a game or two. And you can't go to 2 Super Bowls, or let alone you don't have seats to go to it. Okay, fine. You can pay for your own one. And also, if you're not playing or you don't have a friend there, you probably ain't going anyway. Because I feel like most of the players who go to the Super Bowl are usually who are actually in the stands are people like former players of that team, or obviously the team itself. Like most of the playoff teams don't go because they're literally still salty at the fact that they're not in that arena. So very, very rare that we'll see them unless they're there for like Super Bowl Live or something talking. So, look at this scandalous thing. And also what they said, according to the media reports, before the February game in New Orleans between the Chiefs and the Eagles, ticket prices on secondary sites range from, yes, this is true, $22,588 to nearly $3,500 for the cheapest seats, with some tickets fetching over $10,000. Players and employees who worked directly with the bundlers or otherwise had a greater role in this will also face increased penalties. So
they just can't do right, can they? It's just
no. But the thing about it is now I want to know is who told? I would be that player talking about so really. Which one of y'all told that we were selling tickets? And also, technically, if you think about it, if you do it on Ticketmaster, they wouldn't know it was you anyway. So who? And for 100 plus players, because they said it's at least one place, like at least 100 players from roughly half of the NFL's 32 teams face fines and possible suspension for allegedly selling their allotted tickets. So.
Somebody told. I don't know who it was.
There might be some fights up in training camp coming up soon.
So for the first time, and I don't know when, everybody showed up. I'm gonna just say this: at Steelers camp, except for he was there, but he didn't practice Isaac, some Mulu or Samalu or whatever his name is. But the rest of them, everybody's there. We don't have no contract disputes. We good. Unlike the Commanders, who the president has said they better change their name back to the Redskins. They got a dispute going on with McLaurin. Michael Parsons said, if y'all don't want me, let me go. He said, peace out. If y'all don't want me, let me go.
I think he been trying to leave though, because after who was it who just let them, and he was trying, who just let the Cowboys, and he was talking all this junk about like spilling their tea, and Michael Parsons was like, seriously, you can't be saying all this. Oh, it happened during, oh my gosh, I have to look it back up, but it was way back in March, I feel like. Because they were going back and forth about it, because they were like, you shouldn't be. Michael Parsons was like, well, if you were better, you would get paid or whatever. I mean, I'm going to look it up because I remember it.
Look it up because he talking a lot of stuff. What the boy Jerry did this last year. He waited till the last minute to play Dak and CD, like the day before the season started, which is stupid. Why would you even set your team up like that? Just go on, pay the boys, get it out the way, and stop all the hoopla. Have the news in the media be something positive, and I know negativity sells, so that's what you keep. Okay, keep doing it. It ain't working for you. But why she looking that up? Justin Fields.
DeMarcus Lawrence. You remember? Yeah. That's why I'm like, I know Michael Parsons literally just was going in on somebody like earlier. Yeah, it was back in November.
Yeah.
Or no, like March or whatever. It was when he got let go. I remember they was going back and forth, and he was like, well, but now you ain't showing up to training camp because you like, oh, I want to pay me.
So in other NFL headline news, I thought Greeny on Get Up was going to have a heart attack when they got breaking news that Justin Fields had been carted off at practice after a toe scare.
Yeah, I was like, I woke up and I was like, wait, what? That's interesting. Okay. It must have been the big toe. That's the only thing that I can think about because the big toe is your balance. It's for balance, you guys.
It had to be.
So that's the only reason why, because all the other toes don't really, all the other metatarsals aren't really the.
Fields was carted off on Thursday morning with a dislocated toe on his right foot. And he was a bystander on Friday. Greeny, I thought he was going to pass out. He was going off on live TV when the text came through. I thought he was going to die.
Why? He was just
because, first of all, he kept talking about how last year Rodgers got injured on the fourth play of the first game.
Actually, that was 2 years ago, but yes.
2. And he said, this is just
Jets curse. It's the Jets.
He says the first day of freaking practice. We ain't done nothing yet.
I feel okay.
They rushed him. Why did they rush him? It's just the first day. Oh, he was saying,
well,
Kmart, go find out what you can find out. Go find out what you can find out. The girl, Kimberly Martin, that be on the panel. Go find out. Text me when you find out. Oh, he was just, bless him heart. So anyway, he was carted off. He's listed as day-to-day, and he was held out for precautionary reasons. He showed no signs of a limp during stretching and warm-ups, but that was the extent of his participation. He did no throwing and no running. Okay.
Speaking of other people getting hurt, Will Levis is out for the year for a shoulder injury that was back from during the season. And now they're like, hey, Cam Ward, who wasn't even supposed to be their starter, is now going to be our number 1 pick in the NFL draft, was going to possibly make his debut as the Titans QB1.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes because hopefully, Cam, you will break this QB, the number 1 pick, QB1 curse that's been happening these last couple of seasons, because it always seems like your number 2 quarterback, because Jaden killed it the year before last year, and then we had CJ kill it the year before. So hopefully you break this little curse that's been going on, because the first QB1 and starter and also being the number 1 draft pick, you might not have a great season, but I'm not wishing that on you. You're going to. We hope that I wish you well on that.
Speaking of injuries,
don't talk about it.
Are you afraid to say about wide receiver?
Yes, I already know this. I was going to say that next because I just read it before we came on when they finally yet.
Yeah.
All right, Falcons fans.
Tell them.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hurt saying this. So yesterday was open practice at Flowery Branch. All the fans were out there. I was not there. I was at work, but I saw people's pictures. But then all of a sudden, I got a nice little headline news that said Darnell Mooney got hurt while he was trying to catch an overthrown pass by Michael Penix, and he landed. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it just came out to say that he's out for a couple of weeks with a shoulder injury. Mm-hmm. And he is our QB. He is our wide receiver number 2 behind Drake London. And sometimes I would say he's our wide receiver number 1 because of how he does.
Yeah.
I hope and pray he gets better before the beginning of the season, and he only out for 4 weeks. But yes, so that was my sad news with that.
Now, a signed 1 of 1 Caitlin Clark rookie card sold for $660,000.
Wait, what? We went backwards. We went back.
I had to. I just saw it. I
was like, I'm still on it. But look, we had so much NFL news. I had to start writing it when I was at work. Like, oh my gosh, I need to talk about this.
Yes.
And that's not even half of the stuff you got.
That popped up on my thingy. Back to the NFL.
You talking about? What were you talking about? What was in the comment or when
it popped up on my news on my little new thing I set up on my phone, and I hadn't scrolled down far enough, and so it said that I mentioned that her rookie card had sold for an amount, but I didn't know the amount, and I just happened to see the amount. So I apologize. I did my ADHD kicked in. I went back to the WNBA.
Oh, okay.
I went back. Well, back to football. Aaron Rodgers opened Steelers' cap with an interception.
Oh yeah, I saw that, which I thought was hilarious. I was like, dang, they really do be putting off of what people be opening things. They said Geno Smith had a great opening thing.
Well, we already talked about Pete Carroll running up and down the field like he 20 with wide receiver gloves on. Listen.
And Ben Johnson told Caleb he needs to complete 70% of his his targets this year.
Yes, he does.
He literally said that. I literally have this on this. And Ben Johnson told Caleb to complete 70% this season. But I mean, I'm not surprised. Come on, he was coming from Detroit. Oh, I'm gonna go back to that one.
Come on.
No, I'm gonna go back. That's gonna be something.
Okay.
And also on my NFL news, Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu retired. Yes, he did. Said, I gotta do. I'm done with this. Which is interesting because when the players hit about 30, they really do be like, I'm ready. And I think it's a lot more that it comes to with their bodies. And I feel like once they hit, a lot of them don't get past. I feel like the average amount probably between 6 to 12. Like when you hit 12 seasons, you're pretty much a real vet for real. But a lot of them seems like they're starting to retire earlier. But I think because of the fact that like when we have the medical conditions of like all the things that they do to their bodies and then the CTE, I think a lot of them are making a lot of, I would say, wise decisions, medically wise. And if I was one of their wives, girlfriends, loved ones, sister, cousin, all that junk, I would pretty much be like that for them and say, hey, you get in there, you get that money, you do what you love, you save, you invest, and then you get out. And then you go and you let the next person, pave the way for the next person, as well as to, go and teach somebody else how to be great and better and do something that because I'm pretty sure with each new class, they're taught something different from what the other class, but also there's something else that they would say, hey, dang, I wish when I was in there that I had more guidance towards this or there was somebody like that. So, hey, I'm all for it. And also, Sauce Gardner, sauce all on me, is now the highest paid cornerback. Now, the hilarious that the Jets now have a highest paid cornerback in the whole league, but then also their QB1 just got hurt. I mean, hopefully the Jets that y'all aren't, not really cursed, but y'all ain't.
Since you talk about uniforms that got green on, well, another shade of green, the Dolphins. I saw Tua, who everybody think need to retire. Since you talk about folks retiring, Tua need to retire, but he won't. He said he trying to rebuild the trust between him and Tyreek Hill, since Tyreek just said he didn't want to play for the Dolphins no more after they missed the playoffs. So that somebody asked him, how was it going? He said, well, you got to build the trust back. I said, uh-oh. There's trouble in paradise. Trouble in paradise.
No.
He said we got to rebuild that trust. He did. And Tua did not bite his tongue. sometimes I have said in the past that Tua will do an interview and he'll kind of give you that weak eye contact, that weak delivery, body language, like he's not confident in what he's saying. He did not stutter when he said, "You got to rebuild the trust after you say something like that." I was like, "Oh, Tyreek shouldn't have never said that." But we knew when he said that he was gonna regret it. We said it that week. We said it. What you on about? What you see?
Vanessa just said something to me now that I understand. Like now it makes sense. While you, well, maybe you've heard about it. So she was asking, did we talk about Cam and Ryan?
Who?
Cam Newton and Ryan Clark.
Wait a minute. What about them?
A second. I got you in it. Yeah, I got you in a second. I gotta really do it. The reason why I was doing it because I saw a picture on Facebook and it didn't, and I saw it in my mind. I made my own story up and I was like, yeah, that's kind of true. But now it makes sense of what is going on. So the picture I saw was a picture of Jalen Hurts and Cam Newton's in the bed, and they have Jalen with the little book and it says how to win a Super Bowl, right? And I was like, yeah, that's because apparently I gotta go deeper into this. But Cam and Ryan, Cam was talking about Jalen Hurts, and Ryan told him to be quiet because he never won a Super Bowl. Jalen did. So now Cam is over there being a complete baby and a little punk that I'm not a fan of, and Will is now taking shots at Ryan Clark. And I'm like, that man won a Super Bowl, so I know you ain't talking. And has a way better attitude.
Yeah. So, Cam is very different. I thought once he got in that accident and had that little episode, I thought he was going to be better, but he just seems very arrogant to me.
Very, and I don't know why we let him have the little podcast show that we had, because he's not very nice on it, and why they just started BET during the when is it? When football season starts, they're gonna start a show that's gonna call 106 in Sports, I think. Because they announced that during the thing, so he's like the host of it. They're trying to bring 106 in Park Vet, but instead of it being music, they're gonna be talking about what's that thing called? Sports. But like I said, I'm not a fan of Cam like that. Like I used to be, honestly. I mean, how can I not be a fan of Cam at first? Because he's a Georgia boy. Let me get it deeper. He's in Atlanta. Like literally went to Westlake, down the street from the hood. All that. I won't say the hood, but like basically where I live at. So in a sense,
okay.
But he's like literally Atlanta, so you're always gonna be like, yay, Atlanta, all the other stuff. You know, he was one of the black quarterbacks, so we all be like, yay, black quarterback, I'm going for you. But since he got out, his arrogance and stuff, like I feel like after he left the Panthers that first time, you'd be like, oh dang, and then he went to the Patriots, and you'd be like, but you ain't really doing that well. Then he went back to the Panthers, and you'd be like, oh, okay, but then he slowed down. I mean, maybe got hit I think he got hit one too many times in the head, just like my other favorite person that is not my favorite person anymore, Antonio Brown.
Well, there was a stat that said that Cam actually got tackled more than any other quarterback, and he actually got less roughing the passer calls. Because if you breathe at Patrick in his direction, you get a flag. Same with Tom Brady when he was playing. If you breathed in the direction of Tom Brady and looked like you were going to touch him, you got a flag. Same with Patrick Mahomes. So Cam never got that privilege.
No, but now he seemed like he's taking it out on everybody. Okay, but at the same time, okay, but what else did it? But also at the same time, yeah, you got that. Jalen probably didn't get that many. Maybe they weren't he probably didn't get as many, but at the same time, he's protected more. So you gonna don't get mad at the people, get mad at your line to a certain extent. that they didn't do it. But now he over. Oh yeah, but Cam has been coming for everybody. He came for Kurt one time, basically telling him to be quiet and why he was like in the whole thing. We gotta go back to Kurt too, because I started watching the quarterback series. So
okay, how's it going?
oh, I see why you loved you some Joe Cool. He is a very cool, like chill. He is very much Joe Cool.
Yes, he
So
is. Thank you very much.
I do. I was gonna tell you like to watch it because I think you'll enjoy him. Like I still like Kirk. Kirk is still like, he's still very personable. To watch him when the whole thing like to see how he kind of embraced Atlanta culture, but it's very interesting because I didn't know this, but it now makes sense, and I kind of like, oh, okay, your gameplay definitely showed it. Kirk didn't really want to be in Atlanta. Like he, as much as he like made it seem like it, he really was not happy.
Really?
He liked the fact of the matter of his wife's family's from here, all this other stuff. They have Georgia, but he really, really wanted to stay in Minnesota. And he wanted them to actually say, hey, give me this long-term deal. But they wanted to do him year by year. And the only reason he came to Atlanta is because we gave him like a 4-year solid deal versus them doing year by year. So, and it was interesting looking at him coming down, his wife, they're happy. Thank you, Vanessa, for the picture. That was literally the picture I saw. Thank
you, Vanessa. Oh, and that's about how Cam be looking too.
Like always sad and pissed off at the world.
That's the perfect picture too for that. Thank you, Vanessa. Yay.
Yes. But yeah, so Kurt was not a fan. And you can see like from our games and stuff of like, even in training camp, he's talking about how difficult it was for him to learn like our plays and how to get accustomed to it. Even how he talked to kind of like the players and be like, no, you're supposed to go like that. Like you can see his frustration of like,
oh wow, okay,
yeah. And I mean, to a certain extent, like you'd be like, oh, really, Kurt? But I mean, to say, I mean, you can't get mad. Like you can't really get that mad at him in a sense because it's almost like you being at a job for so long and this is what you do. You know all these people, and now you got to switch to something else. It's going to take a minute to be able to gel and stuff. And he even said it. He was like, I was concerned. Now, one thing that Kurt did that I thought was interesting is that he said that after he learned this from Peyton Manning, but after each game, he will when they even though they won against New Orleans when we were at home, he said that he didn't like his play of action. And to be honest, I didn't either. But he would literally at the end of the game, he went to he was on his phone and he recorded voice messages for all the coaches, and he'd be like, yeah, I know we won the game, but I just want to let you know that I'm not happy with how I'm playing. Is there something else I could do that's better? Like he was really trying to do it. And one thing I could say about Kurt, even though you could say that part was annoying, he did kind of was very much some people would call him a crybaby, like that's what Cam was over there saying and stuff like that. But you can tell that he's a perfectionist, and he.
Wait a minute, I know Cam didn't call nobody a crybaby.
In a sense, he probably didn't use them in those type words, but he pretty much was almost saying like he needed to stop whining, in a sense. But he was basically after Mooney. Oh, because after the what's it called? After the pick, our number 8 pick when we got Penix. That's what he was saying about. But you could tell that he was trying. And then when we did win the games and stuff, they showed him in the locker room. But then they also showed a clip of Cam also talking about Kirk is really embracing the culture, the Atlanta culture, which is true. That's why we call him Kirk Chains. And he was up in there talking about we check your trap. I said, oh.
What was that little dance thing that he was doing?
The swag surf. We do that at every game.
That's what I'm saying. He was acting like he was all. That's why my face was like when you said he didn't really want to come to Atlanta. That's why I was looking like this, because he was acting like he's a good actor.
I was too, but it was very shocking to see that he really was not like happy. By the time he got into like maybe about that fourth game and stuff, he kind of started being like, oh, okay. I haven't gotten past that episode. I think I'm on episode 4. So I need to continue watching. It's like 7 episodes. So that's my take on Kurt. We're going to go to Jared Goff. I like everybody in this series. Like the last one, remember, it was like Pat and then Kurt and then, I forgot who the other person, but Pat was kind of boring to me.
Yeah, I forgot who the other one was. How did we forget who the other one was?
Hold up, I'm gonna remember too. But so Jared Goff, I like him too. They're showing him and his wife.
I was going to say his wife. Yeah,
they're really cute. Like, Marcus. I forgot. That's why.
Marcus
Mariota. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it only because I need to see what he was doing about us. Anyway, so I like Jared. He's very so they start off showing Jared when he finds out about him and Matthew with the blockbuster trade, which was like, and he was saying that he felt like they kind of portrayed him because he was like, nobody told him. He just he said literally, I think Sean McVay called him, and within like 10 minutes afterwards, he sees it all on Twitter and like it and everything. So he's feeling like nobody really wanted him and stuff. And he said that, who did he say? He said he started getting these missed calls from like this random number. He was like, who's calling me? And it was the general manager from the Lions.
Lions, yeah.
But they were basically telling him in a sense like, no, we want you. Like, don't feel like this was just a trade thing. Like, he was like, we want you. And then that's when the coaches called him and stuff, and he was like, they really made him feel like a home, like this was where he was supposed to be. And he said, because I forgot, he said the GM was the first. It was like he was a new GM there. Then, Dan Campbell just started there, all that stuff that everybody was first timers. So he said that he felt like, for them to actually like go in and say, well, this is what I want to do to start this off. So Joe is not Burrow. And
he is not.
Really, Vanessa, talking about Jared's fathers. Okay, I'm not done with you.
Vanessa, not Joe Cool.
Joe is not boring to me. Joe is very stoic.
He's cool. He's cool.
Stoic.
Oh.
He is stoic and cool. But they do talk about his like. Okay, Vanessa, I guess I will agree to a certain extent. His personality doesn't really show as much as like how he does on the things. But Joe is also young, so whatever. But they do show.
But then Joe comes from my Super Bowl special on Joe Burrows a couple of years ago. His mentality though comes from a place where he's seen a lot of racial discrimination. So that really changed how he approaches life.
He's very. I like him.
He's different. He's got a different kind of soul. Yeah. He got an old soul.
Yes.
And that's why the players love him, because of his soul and his mentality and his
I think his parents too, because his dad is kind of old.
His dad is cool. His dad is
his dad used to be a former football coach, and then his mom used to take him everywhere. So that's what she was saying, how his clothing came along. I am not paying attention to Vanessa's comments right now. And then what else? Oh, them showing the relationship that him and Chase.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that he was his receiver in
college.
Right. So seeing that, and actually their families get together.
Wow.
The funny part is Chase's dad's name is Jimmy, and Joe's dad's name is Jimmy too.
Oh, that's cute.
But they like go out and they have like different things, and like their family is very, very like, they're very close. It's really cool to watch that because I mean, that's why they have that great of a connection, I feel like. And it probably was the Bengals' best thing, because I remember when Chase did get when he got drafted, and everybody was like, "Oh, the Bengals about to be killer." But I'm not a college person, so I heard that them two played together, but it wasn't like clicking. But now it makes sense. Stop doing that, because Vanessa has probably said something else.
Yeah, she
Him and on
said
the piano.
the
Man,
piano.
it's actually pretty smart of him being on the piano.
What? So who's on the piano?
Joe, because so they said when he had the wrist injury, to help him gain his strength back, he started playing on the piano. So
Joe got some stats that we don't talk about a lot as far as his accuracy, and one of the reasons he was able to get so many yards and so many touchdowns and things is because his percentage of completion in that really small window. It's like when your defender is so many inches away from you, he has like the highest percentage of completion when the defender is like right on the receiver. Speaking of the Bengals, defensive end Shamar Stewart agreed to terms for a fully guaranteed 4-year rookie contract. Listen, the amount of money that they're giving these boys, I'm trying to tell you, these men. And we got people laying on the streets. I'm just saying. I'm gonna move on. Justin Jefferson had a little
I was about to say, JJ.
Justin Jefferson got hurt. Little mild hamstring strain. Somebody asked Tomlin, was he gonna do the have the quarterbacks doing the training that caused Russell to have an injury last year, pushing that sled? Remember, Russell got injured the first day of training camp last year, pushing that sled.
Vanessa, you and these comments.
Stop, Vanessa. See,
what are you on tonight? Like,
what are you sipping?
Yes.
What is she sipping? She don't have tea over there.
She definitely don't, because she real nothing. Nah, yeah. We know you got something in that. I know you got something in your cup.
Now, we haven't talked about the Jaguars and Travis Hunter. He said he's working on processing everything fast. Everything is fast on offense and defense during the camp. Listen, somebody got in trouble for being too fat.
Wait, what?
Who was it? They came into training camp way overweight. And they got rid of him, and he done filed a grievance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
obviously he was he was either O lineman or defensive lineman. That's all I can. Those are the only two people that I can, like, two players that I can think would say that they're too fat.
Oh, we got to do the countdown. Where do we stop at?
I got you. I literally, look, we in sync, because I literally was about to, I'm like looking that up now with it. Ice water. Vanessa, something's in that ice. I'm not.
Yeah, something in that. What kind of ice is that?
Right. All righty. We are on the hold up. Let me make sure I did not.
I am drinking nothing. I promise. I am as sober as a sober person.
Girl, you can't even say.
You can't even say it.
Because I was going to say it's cool as a cucumber, but I'm not cool. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
I ain't drinking nothing. I'm just here, providing extra commentary.
Okay, we
well, it definitely was extra.
We've got to get ready, y'all. We got to prepare for our divisional breakdowns so we can do our divisional breakdowns. Are we going to do that live or pre-recorded?
Oh no, we'll figure it.
We'll talk about it. Go ahead. What you got?
Let's ask the people what they want to do. Y'all want us to do it live or pre-recorded?
Yeah, live gives a different energy than pre-recorded. I don't know why, but it just does.
Okay. Well,
but I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Vanessa, what's easiest for you editing wise? Live or pre-recorded? Either is fine. Okay. What number we on, Tarika?
We are on number 70.
All right, let's go.
70 through 61, you guys. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, hold up. I'm gonna make sure
We gotta make a post and ask them to call in with their comments while we doing the live on the conference preview. That would be interesting.
you should.
Okay.
Maybe we'll actually ask you. I was about to say we'll probably ask y'all what time, but your girl is a nurse, so we need to.
Yeah, you just tell us when you can. We'll work with you. Go ahead, baby. Where we at?
All right, number 70 is Frankie Louvu. I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Washington, the Commanders linebacker. He is number 70. 69 is Jordan Maltava. I'm sorry.
From the Eagles?
Yes, he's an offensive tackle. 68, down 34 spots, is Jordan Love from the Packers.
Oh, wow.
I know. Well, I mean, he was hurt sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Okay. 67, Malik Neighbors, wide receiver from the Giants. 66, down 41 spots, your new cornerback, Jalen Ramsey.
Ah, okay.
Everyone wants to know he's a Steeler now. He was a Dolphin. That was part
Yes,
of that
he is.
trade. That was not part of their trade. 65 is Trey McBride, the Arizona Cardinals tight end.
Okay.
64, Bo Nix.
Oh, wow.
Quarterback.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't even realize that they do stats under here. Boy. I mean, I did, but I don't think I really was paying attention to them. But, hey. All right. See, I'll probably start doing them in the top 20 because it's too long. 63 down 28 spots is Josh Hines Allen, Jacksonville Jaguars defensive end.
Oh, that Josh Allen. Okay.
Yes, that Josh Allen, not other Josh Allen. We know he's going to be in the top 10, top 5 possibly.
All right.
62, Bijan Robinson, lovely Falcons running back.
Uh-oh.
I think this is the third Falcon that's been on here.
It is. That's good.
Yes, come on, rise up. And then rounding off the 60s, we have 61, Brian Thomas Jr., Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver. Love when we be people and I be sitting here like, who are you? But of course, they're not my team or not my division. So, you know everybody more in your division than anybody because you play them twice this year. So, I love it because this is going to help me for fantasy football.
Yeah. So listen, we've got to get our preview going for the season. I think our defense is gonna be smoking. I'm gonna save my comments. I ain't gonna say nothing because I get started. I'm gonna save all that juiciness.
Why you? I mean, really, because we still haven't even. I mean, we're literally are now into training camp. Speaking of training camps, you guys, guess who is being filmed this whole time during training camp? The Buffalo Bills. So we get to watch them on Hard Knocks this season. So after.
Oh, guess what else? Wait a minute. Let me make sure. Hold up. Wait a minute. I gotta say this. Let me make sure I say it right.
I don't know.
Guess what? Thursday. What's today's date? The 25th?
How many more days do we have until football?
Thursday. Wait a minute. Thursday, July 31st. The Chargers play the Lions, the Hall of Fame game.
Dang, are we already there?
Yes, that's why I said we got to hurry up and get our preview done. We said last week it was 7 weeks, But
Wow.
yeah.
Man, Hall of Fame game was actually early.
It's always this time of year.
No, it's usually like the first or second weekend in August. It's usually the second weekend. I mean, first like Thursday in August. They have it like literally the end of July. That's why I'm like, that's early. That's why I'm kind of shocked. But okay, well, I guess I'm watching the game.
This is one of the first years that I really kind of know the players a little bit.
It's only 5. It's only 5.
Well, but I'm just saying, it's like the names, I really remember seeing them play. Sometimes it's like people so old or something, but Eric Allen, defensive end, Jared Allen, tight end from the Vikings, Antonio Gates from the Chargers, and Sterling Sharp, Shannon's brother. He was a beast.
I probably remember him, but not 100.
So,
who's it's 4. Is it 4 or is it 5?
5.
So
the newest members, Eric, Jared, both Allens, not related, Antonio Gates and Sterling Sharp.
So the interesting part is, I wonder how long the Hall of Fame ceremony is going to be this year. I wonder if their speeches are going to be shorter.
I don't know. That's an interesting point.
Because you remember that Hall of Fame, even though it's a really good thing, it's very long. It's like a couple of hours. It's like almost watching a whole football game because of of them doing the induction ceremony and stuff, and they have their speeches. So I'm
gonna see if I can do a little.
This is the smallest class that they've had in a very long time. I was actually pretty shocked.
Listen, sometimes I want to say, how did he get in and he didn't get in? I really sometimes look at that, but I'm going to look at this and see if I can do a short snippet on the Hall of Fame people. One year I did it extensive. Oh my God.
I know it took, I'm pretty sure, because they probably had like 8 people. But
it was.
The interesting part about it is, I think how many times can I have to look at that again? But there's a certain amount of times that they can get nominated until they can't renominate them again. I think it's
I'm not sure what the number is.
Because somebody, and I don't know if it's on this class or if it was last year's class, they were on like their last nomination that they could have been on it before they couldn't do it. That's cool.
Here it is right here. 1 minute. Okay, the selection process, the list of 15 finalists, you cut to 10, then to 7. And then the final vote, a maximum of 5 and a minimum of 3 individuals could have been elected to the new class, each needing 80% approval for their selectors. From the selectors, okay. By reaching the final 7 but not getting elected, falling short of 80%. Okay, so you got to get 80%. Okay. And that's why it's a smaller class. Okay.
Well, we'll see, because I'm pretty sure next year Eli will still be a part of this. So
we'll see.
I wonder if he'll end up getting a jacket. That would be pretty interesting if he doesn't get one and Peyton has one.
You know.
Go ahead with your thoughts, Miss Natalie. I mean, look at what
I think Eli deserves a jacket only because
he beat Tom Brady
twice.
I was about to say that he beat Tom Brady twice. That's
the only person to do it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Other
I
than
mean,
that,
it
people
may
say,
take
what did he do?
it may take some years though. At the same time, I mean, look at Shannon. Shannon got his jacket, and then how many years later does it take it for his brother to get it? So,
How many years of eligibility do you have for NFL Hall of Fame?
because you see, there's a big difference between when Shannon got his jacket. Now his brother is now getting it. So, you know, it could be some time.
Okay, you have to 5 full seasons, 5 years, 5-year waiting period.
Oh, 5 years waiting.
Yeah. Coaches must be retired for at least 1 full season.
So Bill Belichick is eligible now. Speaking of which, while she's over there reading that, did y'all read that Bill Belichick, the UNC told him that his girlfriend will not, his personal life will not interfere with his coaching.
Okay. Oh, a player must be retired for 5 seasons and have appeared in the majors. Wait a minute. That sounds like baseball. Wait a minute, that's baseball.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like
that was baseball. Hold on.
They do it a little bit.
Yeah, they're a little different. A nomination is not a vote for election. I have to do some more research, and I'll put that with my snippet, my thing I do on it. Okay, what else we got? Is that it for this week?
No, Venus did go back into playing.
Oh yeah. Come on with it. Come on.
Hold up, you caught me in the middle. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was trying to do my Japanese lesson, so I'm in the middle of it.
Well, we can get off since you ready to do your lesson.
I'm trying to keep my streak up. Not like I'm like whatchamacallit. Hold up, maybe I can go back to it in a second. Hold up, I'm about to. Venus.
I don't want to hold you up from your studies,
ma'am. Come on now, you guys know I've been learning Japanese since 4th grade, so this is nothing. Like I literally breezed through this lesson in like 5 minutes, but I already had named. But she did lose yesterday, but she actually made her debut in City Open.
Okay,
that's what she played in. Now, I don't even like. Well, they said that she returned. She said she returned to tennis for the health insurance. I mean, she does have some health issues. So.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes, but she did play and she did win. She did win the first 2.
Yes, she did.
Because she made it to the round of 16 and she lost 6-2. But I thought that was cool when I saw it. I was like, oh, Venus is back. And
that's what I said. But yeah, she one and done.
Or not one, it was 2.
2 and done. 2 and
Naomi
done.
lost 2. Come on now. We have our people, so hey. Look, we're just getting ready because we already know what's coming up next. The last of the big tournament
is the
US Open. So
do you think Coco gonna be ready?
Coco have no other choice but to be ready because after the scrutiny of Wimbledon and how what happened?
Yeah.
She ain't got no thing. And dang, what's her name? She didn't even win Wimbledon, but she was talking ish, and I was like, boy. Ooh. She the number 1 seed, and I can never say her name right.
Oh, Sabalenka.
Yeah, yes. Is that her last? I never can say it right, but yeah.
Yeah.
Her, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was talking ish, and she ended up not even making it to finals. So
I know.
So I'm like, but she coming for real for Coco's territory.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if anything, This is the one that Coco really needs to.
She really needs this
and
one.
it's literally the one time that I think every American is like, please win on U.S. territory. You please win U.S. Open. Because we have not. It's been a minute.
And we got the U.S. Championship track and field coming up next week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to do the live commentary without recording. I recorded on my phone and I posted it and they flagged it. They didn't penalize us, but they made a comment and put some type of something on it.
Oh, we can't get banned again on Facebook.
Yes. So I will just be saying it and then I'll take some pictures and put the pictures with my commentary, but I will not
get banned again.
No.
We learned that lesson the first time.
Yes, we did. So, but other than that, I've got a big wedding tomorrow. I'm so excited. The parent of one of my, two of my biggest, I won't say biggest, I will say two of my favorite students at church, their mom is getting married tomorrow.
Oh, that's lovely.
And so I've watched these girls grow up. They were in middle school when I got here. And the one girl is in college, getting ready to graduate, senior. The other girl is a freshman in college. So to see them girls grow up and now their mom is like getting married now. But I guess she wanted to get her girls through high school. Now she's getting married. So this is huge.
That's
so I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm excited. So I got my hair did for the wedding. And look, after the wedding, I don't care what happened. I might wash this out Sunday morning before I go to church.
No, keep it like that. It's cute.
I'm going to try. I'm going to see what I can do. But we'll talk off the air what we're going to do, how we're going to do our preview and all of that. And I was thinking of some quick tips of how to watch the game. If we can't do the whole webinar, we need to do some quick tips on how to watch the game.
I need my whistle to start blowing it now. I'm almost there. Give me a nice little flag. Throw it. Yellow flag. Flag on the flag.
So we got to figure out how we're going to do that. And maybe if we make some snippets, we might get some more. It might be bigger, like the short things. Might be better. But anyway, thank you guys for sipping with us. I'm going to make me one more cup of tea. And get ready to kind of wind it down so I can be ready for my big day tomorrow. So excited. Got a big day at church too. Our pastor's 27th anniversary at Christians for Change Baptist Church, 2110 Paseo Road. If y'all not doing nothing, Sunday at 10. And we're serving dinner afterwards. So if you're not doing nothing, stop by and sit. It's going to be awesome.
That's great. While she's over there doing that, I'm about to be a heathen tomorrow night and being at a concert.
Who concert is it?
It is the OG Fest. Trina will be there. 69 boys.
And I know none of them groups. Okay.
Tootsie Roll. You know the Tootsie Roll? Cotton candy, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
They're going to be there. So, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Replay watchers, thank you. And follow us on Facebook and all that good stuff. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys. Matane.